around us. Let us commence our day with praising the Lord. And now I welcome our Gemma of Second BA Economics to present the prayer song. Over to you, Gemma.
Shepherd of my soul, I give you full control. Wherever you may lead, I will follow. I have made a choice to listen for your voice. Wherever you may lead, I will go. Be it in a quiet passion or by a gentle stream, the shepherd of my soul is be my guide. Should I face the mighty mountain or the valley dark and deep, the shepherd of my soul will be my guide. Shepherd of my soul, I give you full control. Wherever you may lead, I will follow. I have made a choice to listen for your voice. Wherever you may lead, I will go. Wherever you may lead, I will go.
It was really a soul satisfying performance. Thank you. And now I would like to welcome Dr. K. Jayanti, Assistant Professor and Head to give away the welcome address.
You are precious in the eyes of the Lord, says the Bible. Respected Reverend Sister Secretary, respected Reverend Sister Principal, respected Resource Person, Reverend Sister Vice Principal, Reverend Sister Controller of Examination, Dean of Academics, Dean of Student Affairs, IQAC Coordinator, ISC Coordinator, heads and faculty of various departments, and from my own Department of Economics, and dear students from Nirmala College for Women and from other colleges. A pleasant morning and a warm welcome to all for the webinar on Entrepreneurial Avenues organized by Department of Economics, Nirmala College for Women, Coimbatore. First and foremost, I am very happy to invite our Secretary, Reverend Dr. Sister Ruby Alangara Mary, who with her pleasing smile and kindly words encourage all of us in all our activities. With great pride and deep gratitude, I welcome our principal, Reverend Dr. Sister M. Helen, our constant guide and mentor, and who support us in all our endeavors. I extend a warm welcome to our resource person, Dr. B. Balamurugan, Assistant Professor, Research Department of Economics, Periyar EVR College, Trichy, who has accepted our invitation and spare his time to enlighten us on entrepreneurial avenues. I deem it a great pride to introduce Dr. B. Balamurugan to this virtual gathering in brief. Dr. B. Balamurugan is a prominent teacher of economics and management and has 25 plus years of academic and administrative experience. He holds triple master degree in economics, public administration, and business administration, and he has also doctorate in industrial economics. He has served as director of MBA in various leading MBA institutions for more than a decade and currently working as assistant professor, Research Department of Economics, Periyar EVR College, Trichy. He is a life member of Indian Society of Technical Education and has trained over 1,500 people, including academicians, executives, professionals in various organizations like BIL, UGC HRDC, SBI Learning Center, Indian Medical Association, Industrial and Technical Consulting Organizations of Tamil Nadu, Entrepreneurship Development Institution, Chennai, and so on. He is also being as a quiz master, has conducted many quiz programs for the students. He has delivered more than 285 invited talks, motivational speeches for students in many colleges and universities on various topics related to career opportunities, financial management, interviews, entrepreneurship, demonetization, time management, mind building, self motivation, GST, Indian economy, money, black money, cryptocurrency, consumer awareness, digital India, union budget, etc. He has also presented on research papers in many conferences held in various places, including IIT Delhi, Maharaj Shivaji University, Gujarat, Indian Institute of Management, Kozhikode, University of Kelaniya, Colombo, Chulalongkorn University, Bangkok, and Kluge Institute of Research, Orlando. He has contributed articles in several journals, which includes 12 international publications and 13 national research journals. He has also accredited as foreign expert evaluator for PhD thesis. Sir has received Best Paper Award for his presentation on students' motivation, challenges, and possibility in Florida. Recently, he has been certified as soft skill trainer by Tansi, Government of Tamil Nadu. From March 2020 till today, Sa has acted as a resource person for several faculty development programs and webinars for various colleges on topics like online learning, online teaching, e-Pathasala, digital India and digital learning, digital marketing, e-commerce, post-COVID-19, business opportunities in India, plagiarism, workforce challenges in post-COVID, digital learning in higher education, research readiness, online platform for research, IPR, ICT in India, etc. Sa has done many services to the academicians and also to the students. Sir, it is a great honor to have you for this webinar. On behalf of principal, management, and the staff of Nirmala College for Women, Coimbatore, I welcome you, sir. Hearty welcome, sir. My hearty welcome to our dear Vice Principal, Reverend Dr. Sister Mary Fabiola, Controller of Examination, Reverend Dr. Sister Imelda Mary, Dean of Academics, Mrs. Falansha Kamal, Dean of Student Affairs, Dr. U. Mary, IQAC Coordinator, Dr. Pauline Vasanthi Joseph, IAC Coordinator, Dr. Sudha, heads and faculty of various departments and Department of Economics. I appreciate all the students who have joined in the webinar. I cordially welcome all of you to this virtual webinar on Entrepreneurial Avenues. On behalf of the Department of Economics, Nirmala College for Women, I extend a very warm welcome to everyone joined this seminar. Now, I request Professor Dr. B. Balamurugan to take over the session. So over to you, sir.
Very good morning, one and all present here. It is indeed a great pleasure to be part of this wonderful morning, associating with the Research Department of Economics of Nirmala College, Coimbatore. Ladies and gentlemen, my special appreciation to the principal and management of Nirmala College, Coimbatore, and a dynamic head of the department, Madam, Research Department of Economics, for having organized this program in a systematic way. I also thank the other faculty members who is playing a vital role in organizing this program. And most importantly, the students of Department of Economics of Nirmala College, Coimbatore. So let us go to the presentation straight away. Shall I present? Shall I start presenting?
Yes, sir.
There is one called Archana NCDW is presenting.
You can present.
Is there? Okay. Is my PPT is clear? Is my
Yes, sir.
PPT is clear?
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
It's
sir.
visible.
Okay. My audio is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you. So let us go to the presentation, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I extend a very warm appreciation to the management and the principal, and of course the head of the Department of Economics, and almost all the faculty members who have taken a very good effort in organizing this webinar in a systematic way. I also thank the students for the attending this program. And in fact, my program in this my presentation, I have a very clear PowerPoint presentation. Also, I have few videos, and of course, some games also there, IQ test and personality test. And let's see how this the technology, because we are all in the online. I am not sure how this technology will support you in taking to all the videos. Right, right. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I told you, there will be one or two IQ test video is also there. Personality test is also there, and keep a paper and pen with you, all the students, and of course, even the faculty members can attend this IQ test and personality test. And my dear friends, I am announcing a very happy news to you. Your appearance in the IQ test and personality test will not be evaluated by us, by the faculty members. Right. So it will be evaluating by yourself. You are evaluating yourself in the test. So it will be easy for you. So no other tension at all. Right. And my dear friends, students, friends, just I wanted to make a presence about the students in this scenario, in this COVID scenario. In fact, for the past 1 year and 1.5 years, we have been facing a lot of difficulties due to the virus, COVID virus, and most of the colleges been shut down, and students are affected very much in terms of improving their knowledge. But one thing is very important. One thing is very clear, dear students. Nothing will stop you. Nothing will stop you to learn. You can able to learn on your own through the web and all. In fact, you must be thankful to your HOD and other faculty members for having organized this type of programs very frequently, so that you can attend it and can learn what are all the things that you are looking for. And according to me, a teacher can awaken a student's belief in themselves. Of course, there is no doubt on that. But at the same time, encouraging the curiosity and desire for knowing in students' mind is very, very important. In fact, that is what the Nirmala College Department of Economics is doing right now. So they are inducing your curiosity and of course desire for knowing things, particularly in the entrepreneurial avenues. Of course, by identifying me as a resource person, these are all just an encouragement. That's all. So remember, my dear friends, best environments can provide to the students that they can lead them to take responsibility for their journey of learning. In fact, you are going to no walk in your journey, so no one will push you, right? So once you decide your journey, whether it is a business or a job or in the family way, whatever may be that, it is up to you to take the responsibility, and you have to take over to you in the next level, my dear friends. And coming to the next one, these, my dear friends, the students, you is going to play an important role in deciding the future of in the post-COVID era, particularly in India, where almost 50% of the total populations are youth. And the credit goes to you that you are going to build the new India in the post-COVID era my dear friends. Of course, the situation is very different right now in the year, particularly in the month of May 2021. So, for the past 1 year, we find it very much difficult. And of course, India recorded 1,27,510 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours, ending 8 a.m. yesterday, which was the lowest spike in 50 days. In fact, we hope things will get normal in the coming days. So I request all the participants, particularly the students, to take a vaccine, and most importantly to wear mask wherever you go. Just maintain the social distance. Unless otherwise needed, don't go out and please stay home, at least uh, not for the sake of others, but for the sake of yourself, for your career, my dear friends. The economy is crawling towards normally, of course, is moving upward. Nobody knows what lies ahead, of course. That is also very true. What will happen, we don't know. But at the same time, we are little confident. The job security, the people who are working both in the private as well as in the unorganized sectors have been finding it difficult. And the other way, the people who are looking for a job, the final year students of various colleges, is also finding it difficult to get into the good position. Of course, the vaccine is rolled out. General optimism is about the economic situation have led to hiring the specs. So we are confident enough of things will move on effectively in the coming days. And there are a lot of new jobs are available in almost very big companies like Tata, Birla, Reliance, ITC, Reliance Retail, Geo, etc., etc. And I am confident, my dear friends, the students can be very much successful in the coming days, particularly in the post-COVID era. Let us have a quick look at the concept. Coming to the presentation, of course, today's presentation on the topic is entrepreneurial avenues. And let us have a quick look at the concept, my dear friends. If you want to run your own business, mind it, you have to be in the right path. Right path. That is very, very important. Right path. Being an entrepreneur is always a very high risk as well as high reward position. It is full of stressful situations, sure, but it is also chock full of rewards and a sense of accomplishment that is available, that is prevailing while you took the entrepreneurial as your career. It is not as hard as it seems, my dear friends, as long as you have been some diligence, some patience, and of course, a good idea of about the business that you are going to do. Remember, my dear friends, you will be your own boss sooner than you think. So, in such a way that entrepreneurial concept is very much comfortable, and you can take this as a good as a choice, as one of the best choices, or even the first choice of your own career. Let us move on to the second slide, my dear friends. The word entrepreneur is derived from the French word to undertake. To undertake is the entrepreneur is the French word which means to undertake, from the English word entrepreneur as derived. Men engaged in military expeditions were also referred as an entrepreneur. My dear friends, remember, until 17th century, this word is not being used in business, but after 17th century, it become people who undertake a business in the business environment. So that is what the word entrepreneur is talks about, my dear friends. When you talks about there are several definitions or meaning about the term entrepreneur, but of course, the International Labour Organization defines a very pakka, a very clear, and of course, a very precise definition. Entrepreneurs as people, remember, number one, I have divided the entire paragraph into four lines so that it will be easy for you to understand. Who have the ability to see, other way we call it as a vision, ability to see and evaluating business opportunities. For every opportunities, the person should identify to evaluate whether the business is possible in this opportunity or not. And coming to the third one, gathering or arranging or collecting necessary resources, raw materials, man, labor, etc., etc. All these things, informations, marketing, supply chain, everything comes here. Gathering the necessary resources, and most importantly, my dear friend, this is the last one that defines the term entrepreneurs, to initiate. Remember, a person who can able to initiate appropriate action to ensure the success, appropriate action to ensure success in the business. See, that is what the ILO defines. Of course, the ILO definition has ended with the success. Remember, my dear friends, even failures can also be a very good experience for an entrepreneur. There are so many people who started several business initially and got failed and later become a successful entrepreneur. TVS group, we can know, and Kevin Care. There are a lot of new companies that we can list out one by one with regard to the success of the business. And my dear friends, this is how this entrepreneurship in India earlier. Right, kitchen, kids, knitting. So kitchen in the sense people have been preparing so many, this one, the pickles or any food items, they are selling it, and things related to kids, toys and all, or small materials, dress materials, and of course knitting, the dressing materials, kerchiefs, towels. This is were very much popular in those days when we talks about an entrepreneurs in India in the earlier stage. Then in the later stage, it has developed into three P's. Where here, earlier it was three K's, now it is the three P's. Powder, puppet, pickles. And what do you mean by powder? The cosmetics items and other items related to general, day-to-day usage. And of course, the puppet, once again, we moved into the food items. And of course, pickles, that is also there, where it has been changed into the second level as an entrepreneurship in the world, in the country. And my dear friends, now it has become a totally a different one. Now it has become totally a different one. It is not a piece, it is not a case, it is just nothing but electricity, electronics, energy, and engineering. These are the four E's are very much on the cards with regard to entrepreneurship. You can see you are in Coimbatore, of course, in near to you, Dumalaipetai, lot of windmills are there, electricity and electronics products is also being manufacturing in so many places. And energy, solar energy becomes a very popular entrepreneurial business in these days. And of course, a lot of engineering companies have been started as what is that, a support company to Bharat Heavy Electrical Limited, Trichy, or even otherwise we call it a Sakti group, Coimbatore, Shanti Gears, etc., and all these things, right? And my dear friends, now we move on to the other slide expanding about your life as an entrepreneur, how it has been there, right? You just to go through this, the ups and downs are there. First, it started with the I am excited. Started with once you starting a business, you will be very much excited, like a newly married person, right? You will be very much excited. What things are going on in a different way, and So you think that you are going to sit in a car in a AC room and all, and are going to fly here and there in another 6 months of time because you started a business. And remember, within a very short span of time, you find out that this is very hard. It's coming down. Just follow my cursor, the mouse cursor, and for the red mark circle is here. I'm excited. From here, it is downing. This is very hard. You find it, and of course, you can still working, and you move on a little more up. You find it okay. Things are going on, and some mistakes or some difficulties will happen, and again you are coming down. Just follow the cursor. You're just coming down. I mess it up, and again after gaining these experiences, you are working hard. Give up the good for the great, and again you are been moving on the upward. So your business is moving on, and again other reasons. There are so many reasons. You might not wondered what is the reason behind that. Things will come on raw material shortage, or labor shortage, or the natural calamities like the cyclone, or earthquake, or now like COVID-19. So all these things will come one by one to challenge your business, and most importantly, you should ready to face all the difficulties. I think I'm going up and bankrupt, and again you have been working hard. I'm good. I don't know why I get to down myself, and a little more comfort at one stage, and again, as I said, several other difficulties. You are wrong. You come down, and most importantly, my dear friends, you uh, becomes a successful entrepreneur by saying, "My life is good. My life is great." Now we move on to next slide, my dear friends. This is just wanted to inform you. This is a matrix which will be helpful to you to find out who is a real entrepreneur, right? Since because you just started on a business, it does not mean that you are an entrepreneur, right? So I will just explain in the matrix, my dear friends. You just follow. You can also take a screenshot of this diagram. Yeah, this is an x-axis, right? This line, please follow my cursor. This line is talks about x-axis, and this is an y-axis, right? On the x-axis, I mentioned creativity and innovation, right? This is a 0 point. Just follow my cursor, low, and this is a 0 point, and where it has been increased, right? And where it has been increased, and it goes high, and here up to 100. You just imagine this is just up to 100. Creativity and innovation is very low here, and creativity and innovation is very high at this point. Right? Like that, in the y-axis, general administration skills, business know-how, and network has been mentioned. Here it is low. I mean, general administration skills, business know-how, and network is very low here, and general administration skill and business know-how network is very high here. You just follow my cursor. There is the arrow mark through the mouse, right? So these are the four scale chapter matrix are here. I will just explain one by one, my dear friends. A person who is called as promoter is none other than he is having a very low general administration skills and business know-how, right? Low, and the creativity and the innovation is also low. Both things are low, but he is having very sound finance. That's all. That type of persons are called as promoter. Those who are having only money, no other thing. They have money, they don't have any creativity, they don't have any innovation, they don't have any administration skill, they don't have any business know-how, they don't have any network, nothing, zero. But they have sound money. Those people are called as a promoter. You got my point? Those people are called as a promoter. Well, coming to the next one, manager and administrator. A person who is having general administration skill, business know-how, network very high, but creativity and innovation very low, those people are called as manager or administrator. What they will do, they will work in others company. They will work in others company. As administration, they will get a very good salary because they have a very good administrative skills and all. They also know about the business know-how. Also, they have a very good network and all. Those administrative skills they have, that is why they called as a manager or administrator, right? Coming to the next one, my dear friend, inventor. Who are called as inventor? A person who is having general administration skills, business know-how and network very low, but creativity and innovation is very high. Those people are called as inventor. Thomas Alva Edison. They invented a new product, but they don't know how to market it and everything. They will give it to somebody else. Inventor can invent a new product, that's all. They have creativity, they have innovation ideas, but they don't know how to market, they don't know even money to start a business and all. Those people are called as inventor. Okay. Who is called an entrepreneur? Now the question comes, and organizer, Department of Economics, Nirmala College, please ask the students to send their response in the chat box. Who is an entrepreneur is the question right now. Ask them to send the answers in the chat box and just follow it and inform me. Or even otherwise, you unmute the mic, give opportunity to students to talk to me for this question. Again, you can mute.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Dear students, you can take part and give answer for this question. Who is an entrepreneur?
It is there.
Students?
The answer is there. That
Yes,
is why
sir.
yes. Let's see how many of them answering.
Students, you can unmute yourself and give answer to this question, ma.
Let them talk to me if they find it comfortable.
They're all comfortable zone only, sir. Yes, please.
Introduce yourself, your name and class. Or otherwise, you can. Yeah.
Audience, come forward. Sir, I'm Kopan Devi from Henry Economics.
Yes.
Sir, an entrepreneur is nothing but who can invent and manage the business. He can able to manage whole things, sir.
What is your name? What is your name, Ma?
Kopan Devi, sir.
Oh my goodness. Oh, what a nice historical name. Congratulations to your parents first. Good. Koperan Devi. Good. Such a nice name. Which class you belongs to?
Economics, sir. The Henry.
Oh, the same college, huh? Nirmala College.
Sir.
Okay, probably your HOD and faculty can identify you. So, ma'am, please give her an appreciation certificate. What she said is absolutely correct. So
Okay, sir.
you can mute the mic so that we can continue the presentation.
Okay,
So,
sir.
congratulations, Kopurin Devi. What you said is absolutely correct.
Thank you,
Probably
sir.
you. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Your voice is so. What is that? There is a bird sounding. Bird is giving sound, and on the background of your voice, probably at your home, and your voice is also like a bird. Okay, no problem at all. Student, you said the entrepreneur is just nothing but is having both in creativity as well as manage things. What he said is, in a very nutshell, is absolutely correct. This is what an entrepreneur. This is just nothing but an entrepreneur is a person who is having both creativity. Please just follow my cursor. Creativity and innovation high, and administration skill, business know-how, network high. Both are high here only. Both are high in the blue color matrix only. That area is called high on the both x-axis and y-axis, and those people, entrepreneurs, are should must be both the area, they must be strong, both creativity, innovation, as well as general administration skills, business know-how, and network. So that person is called as an entrepreneur, right? So now we move on to the other slide. Mm, we must always study the negative points before starting a new one. Without studying the negative points, we do not know. We may held up in the middle. So that is why, for even for example, if you wanted to become a successful entrepreneur, you should study the history of the failure businessman. Then only you can able to know what not to do in the business, and accordingly you will be successful, right? So coming to the point, my dear friends, here in this slide, a new business failure rate. There are several new business that has been starting every month, every year, every no week in the world, or in India, or even in Tamil Nadu. There is no doubt at all. But almost all the business, they got into failure at least within 2 years, or at least within 4 years, or at least within 6 years. It means there is very few business only have been successful after 6 years. Till even after 6 years, there is only very few business can able to continue. Right. Let's see the reasons, the failure rates, the percentage of failure rates. 23%, 23.7, almost 24% business. Out of 100 business, 23 business got into failure within 2 years. And again, out of 100 business, remember 51.7, it means 52. 52 business, almost half of the business are closing within 4 years. They are out of the business within 4 years. And coming to this one, my dear friends, out of 100 business, up to 62 percentage, 62 business got into the failure within 6 years. It means only 38 percentage. Remember, only 38 business out of 100 business, only 38 business are surviving even after 6 years. So that is what this statistics talks about. And you might know what is the reason for success. What is the reason for failure? Students, I request you to mute your audio. If you have any doubt, you are permitted.
Sanjay.
So you're muted, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, sir, you are not audible, sir. Kindly unmute yourself, sir. Yes, sir.
The TV is going on. Somebody is. Please make a phone call.
All of you, mute your audio, please. Teachers also.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You can.
Okay, thank you, thank you. We are talking about the reasons for failure. In the previous slide, we have seen the failures rate, and now we can see the reasons for failure, my dear friends. And economic factors played an important role of 47% of business failures over the years. Land, labor, capital, organization. They may not get the proper labor. They may not get the proper raw material at all. No, so many things. Regular financial support, capital, and all. So economic factors plays an important role in deciding the success of the business. And here, out of 100 business, 47% of business are failed due to economic factors. And coming to the next one, out of 100 business, 38 business are failed due to the financial reasons, including excessive debt and operating expenses or insufficient working capital management. So this is something very, very important. When you start a business, you should keep a separate fund for a working capital. So unless otherwise allocated fund for the working capital, you may not get the fund for that, and automatically at one stage the fund will be insufficient and you find it difficult to run the business. And coming to the third one, out of 100 business, 7 business is failed due to inexperience. Remember, what is the good thing here? To start a business, experience is not required. It's only 7%. Yeah, it is only out of 100, only 7 industries got into the failure. So don't bother about. Even if you don't have any experience at all in business, you are comfortable, you are confident enough to start a business. There is no doubt on that, right? And of course, coming to next one, 3.4% is due to owner neglecting, including business conflict, family problems, poor work habits. If you are a owner, you should reach the company first or organization first. You don't expect or don't believe your employees will come and start the business and things will go on, right? Neglecting the business. Owner neglecting is only 3.3%. And of course, the last one is disasters management, right? Natural disasters, natural calamities like flood, earthquake, and this one bomb blast, or even other way we call it as excuse me, COVID cases, this corona and all. So many businesses has got into trouble, and of course, so many new companies are failed because of these kind of natural calamities, right? We move on to next slide, ladies and gentlemen. Steps to becoming an entrepreneur. And before going into look into the steps of becoming an entrepreneur, I have a case study of Kevin Care Company, Mr. C.K. Ranganathan, right? I'm damn sure you may not get good audio because of this technical issue, but I can give a commentary with the video itself. I can give a commentary so that you can enjoy, right? Seeing the video, getting commentary from me, right? And this one, Kevin Kerr is the Kevin Kerr is the company that is started in Kedalur, right, in Tamil Nadu. In case if you find it difficult to understand who is Kevin Kerr, then I can give you example Chick shampoo, Kartiga shampoo. There are so many cosmetics items that has come from Kevin Kerr and Archie and all, right? And he is the founder, Mr. C.K. Ranganathan, and of course is a nice gentleman and have been started with a very small investment of rupees 20,000 rupees initially, and he started this business in a very small room, in a small what is that house in Kadalur, right? And remember, these are all his products, different cosmetics, and of course, in the recent times, they also started producing this, hand cleaner and everything. And this is his creativity. In 1970s or late 1970s or early 80s, if you wanted to get a shampoo in a grocery department store, it will be available only in the PET bottle, 100 ml bottle. At this time, this company, Kevin Kerr company, introduced this velvet sachet packet. This is the first, what is that, innovative idea that this company launched, velvet shampoo. And what happened, you know that it's only 20 paise at that time, 20 paise at this time. Later on, it has been little more, 25 paise, 30, 50 paise. And you can see even now, Clinic Plus shampoo is available for 1 rupee in the sachet packet, which is a Procter and Gamble, right? Which is available there in the normal petty shop. I am damn sure that this velvet shampoo sachet packet is the pioneer for all the sachet packet which is available right now, right? Even the Nijam Pago and all the other items has also been available, right, in the sachet packet. And these are also its product. The velvet can then later date becomes a Chick shampoo, sachet and other different products that is there. And I'm just sharing you the success of business people with very small mindset. This is what so many other sachet packet which is available in the market right now, and velvet and Chick are the reason behind this. And they later date they moved to Pondicherry for the business. They are also having this other products called Learn Spoken English and everything, hair dye and all. They had the Green Trends is also they belongs to Kevin Kerr. Green Trends is also Kevin Kerr company. They have a Chinese energy snack, which is also come from the same company. They started with only one product called Velvet shampoo, in 19 early 80s. Now they have more than 50 products around them, right? So this milk, Kevin Milk is also belongs to them. This Kevin Milk, fully cream milk, which is very much very good sales, which attained a very good sales in almost all the tea shops in Tamil Nadu. Oh yes, these are all their different products, my dear friends. Garden, then the Crenshaw. They can list me the several products one by one. And this one, Mira. Mira is also belongs to Kevin Care, and they have included so many products to manufacture this one. The Indica tie is also belongs to Kevin Care. They have manufacturing. They are producing several products. Fairwear, not Fair and Lovely. This Fairwear, it's also belongs there. And Green Trends, Milk, and Chick. And this is their code. This is their logo, no? A slogan, making lives happier. They have a very wide range of products, because I'm not sure whether this audio of this my video is comfortable to you, right? This is a nylon save. For this, these are all the snacks item, diet Shivaj and idli dosa, uh, packet, and Ruchi Urga apple. Ruchi pickles is also belongs to Kevin Care with a very small company. And Kevin Milk. This is milkshake, mango, buttermilk, chocolate, Tokoma, this is Ma, these are all lassi, and there are so many products. They are very much successful. I'm damn sure, my dear friends, a company started with just 20,000 rupees as an initial investment, now turning over more than 20,000 crores in a year. So that is what the success. This Limelight Salon and Spa is also belongs to Kevin Care, and so I take this opportunity to Raga, yes, professional products, beauty products, and other things. Is also the product of Kevin Care, my dear friends. And see, the company can become very much successful. And this gentleman is the reason behind that, Mr. C.K. Ranganathan, the founder chairman of Kevin Care, right? We have just seen the what is that uh, the success, a case study of success in the business steps to becoming an entrepreneur. Now we can discuss one by one, ladies and gentlemen. The first step: find the right business for you. You may have a different opinion. Your parents may suggest you something different. But one thing is very sure, my dear friends: don't find a business not suitable to you. If you are choosing a business you are not comfortable, you will be ended up in a failure. So you should choose a business that is suit your mindset, your wavelength, and something you are passionate about it. The choice that you are making must be very smart. The choice that you are making must be very, very smart. Remember, so unless otherwise, your business strategy, your step will get into a wrong one. And this is what the comfortable zone that you are looking for. What you are passionate about mentioned here. What you are good about is mentioned here. What people are willing to pay for is mentioned here. People means a target audience for whom you are manufacturing a product is very, very important. That is the third one, green color. But it must correlated with your passion and your willingness. Your passion and your willingness. In all the three segments, remember, just follow my cursor. There is one, there is one area where is called as a sweet pause. It's a very sweet spot. That spot is combined with passionate about, good at, and of course, people are willing to pay for it. That is called a very good decision to become a successful businessman, my dear friend. Entrepreneurship is in a broad term, and you can be an entrepreneur in just about in any area. There is no doubt on that. However, you will have to pick a field to work in and business to start. Find a business that won't only be successful, my dear friends, but is something that you are passionate about it. You should have a passion on it. Entrepreneurship is hard work, so you want to focus your attention on something you care about. You care about. That's very, very important. My dear friends, give yourself permission to explore. There are so many ideas that will blow in your mind, and you have to explore it. Be willing to look at different facets of yourself, your personality, your social style, your lifestyle, your family circumstances, your gender, male or female, and most importantly, your age and family commitments. All these things are playing a very vital role to talk about your passion and to choose for a good business. We tend to ignore intuition even though deep down we often know the truth. Just keep follow your intuition, what is saying in your mind. Ask yourself, what gives me energy when I am tired? You keep on ask this question, my dear friend. What gives me energy when I am tired? And remember, that is the energy where you can be comfortable. How do you know what business is right for you in the initial stage? Of course, there are three common approaches for entrepreneurship. Number one, do you do what you know? Just first one, do what you know. Have you been laid off or what a change? Look at work you have done for others in the past and think about how you could package those skills and offer them as your own services or products, whether it is whether it is on a product, a foodie product, or any other no, manufacturing items. Depends upon the circumstances. Do what others do. Coming to the second one, learn about other businesses that interest you. Once you have identified a good business you like, and remember, my dear friends, evaluate it in a comfortable way. Coming to the third one, my dear friends, solve a common problem. Is there a gap in the market? Yes, there are several products which has a gap in the market. Is there a service or product you would like to bring to the market? Yes, there are several gap in the services that is available in the market. If you choose to do this, and remember, make sure that you become a student and gain knowledge first before you spend any money. Not now as a student, my dear friends. Once after completing this course, when you start a business, you become a student and to learn all the basic things. That is what the first tips talks about. Coming to the second one, get an education. Education here I mean not a BA economics or MA economics or MBA or MCOM or MBA is in what is that, entrepreneurship, or there is no any specific certificate for an entrepreneurial certificate courses, nothing doing. I'm not talking about an education, those kind of education here now. Here education, I mean a very, very formal experience about the business. Is there a gap in the market? And remember, determine if you should get a basic knowledge or education. You don't need to have any type of formal education to be an entrepreneur. I mean, the MBA, BBA, BA, MA, and all. Right. But that does not mean you should ignore education entirely. You should have some education to know about the concepts and the basic things which is required to become a successful entrepreneur. My dear friends, if you want to start a tech company, experience in business, computer programming, and marketing could all be a very, very valuable one. Also, some industries will likely require some type of education, such as your accounting skill or your knowledge about the legal aspects of the business, or your knowledge about the law and its related to business, etc. That is what he talks about, get an education. That is point number 2. Coming to point number 3. I hope the students, I hope you would have written, you are writing down all the points one by one. What is the first one? Find out the right business. What is the second one? Get a formal education. Get an education. Coming to the third one, plan your business. This is something very, very interesting, my dear friends. A business plans lay out objectives, strategy for achieving those objectives. Something it's look like a blueprint about construction of a house, right? Planning your business before you begin your business, you need to have a pakka business plan. Your business plan layouts any objectives you have as well as your strategy for achieving, remember, for achieving those objectives. This plan is very important for getting investors on board as well as measuring how successful your business is. Remember, my dear friends, most people don't plan. Just like that, after getting a income or a loan, or somebody is supporting you, immediately they're starting business and finally they are ending up in a failure. There must be a pakka plan. What to do, what not to do, where to do, when to do, how to do, who is to do, for whom to do. Lot of do's are there, right? One by one. A business plan will help you again clarity, focus, and confidence, my dear friend. A plan does not need to be more than one page. Remember, plan, I mean, it is not like a MA project that you are submitting. We know all the PG students, the project, the quality of the project. I am also being a faculty, and I know what kind of strategy that they are following. Right. So here, plan mean is just only one page, not even in the second page. Remember, a business plan will help you to gain clarity, focus, and confidence, my dear friend. A plan does not need to be more than one page. As you write down your goals, strategies, and action plans, your business become real. Your business become very real. What are the things you have to write in one page? Your goal, the strategy that you are going to adapt in your business, and of course, your action steps. Right. Ask yourself the following question while preparing the plan for your business. What I am building, What am I building? Who will I serve? What is the promise I am making to my customers, my clients, and to myself? Coming to the fourth one, what are my objectives? What are my strategies? Or what are my action steps to achieve my goals? So these are the things are very much required to prepare your action plans for the business. Now we move on to next point number 4. Find your target group. How to find your target group? Depends upon your product, whether age wise, gender wise, income wise, race, culture. It goes on. Students, middle age people. There are so many things are there. Find your target group. Right. Remember, my dear friends, not every business appeals to everyone. Not every business appeals to everyone. The age, the gender, the income, the race, the culture of your target group will play a very large role in determining where you open up a shop, or if you even need to have a physical address for a business. So that is how it's playing a very important role. Research when group fits your business model best, and then gear everything to attract that demographic. That is how you should able to find it effectively. My dear friends, excuse me, before you spend money, find out if people will actually buy your products or services. That is very, very important. This may be the most important thing you do. You can do this by validating your market area. In other words, who exactly will buy your products or services other than your family and friends. If you are manufacturing a product, your family will buy because of you. Your friends will buy because of you. But there are unknown people. If you are interested in your product, that is your target. That is your target zone. That is your comfort zone. What is the size of your target market? Who are your customers? Is your products and services relevant to their everyday life? Why they do need it? All these things are very important while finding the target group. Right. Now, at this time, I stop my presentation. I would like to put a question to participants. Organizer, Department of Economics. I would like to put a question to few students. Probably the question is, please unmute. Please unmute the participants. Let them answer if they know. What are the ways or steps to start a business? What are the 4 points we discussed so far?
Yes, sir.
Steps to becoming an entrepreneur. What are the 4 steps we discussed so far? Anybody? Any participant? What
Students,
happened?
you can unmute yourself and give your answers more.
Introduce your name.
Yes, Archana.
Good morning, sir.
Very good
Sir,
morning.
I am Archana of 3rd B Economics, sir.
Very good morning. Yeah.
Sir, what are my objectives and strategy to achieve my goal to be a successful entrepreneur?
No, you didn't understand my question. What are the four steps that we discussed so far? List out the four steps that we discussed so far in the presentation.
Sir,
Yes,
sir, in corporate navy and economics.
yes,
First we have to learn. First we have to know what business we have to do, sir.
okay,
Then we have to learn what we have to do. Then we have to plan, sir, for it.
okay.
And that is our goal, sir.
And what's the fourth one?
Goal, sir. That is our goal. Strategy.
No, 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 no. Kopar Devi, you are making mistake. You are one of the active student in the department. Am I right? It is there in the slide itself. It is there in the slide itself. What are the four steps we have seen so far? What are the four steps we have seen so far?
Sir,
Yes,
sir, I am Archana, sir. Plan,
yes.
strategy, action to plan, target group.
Hmm. Okay. Little more clarity is required. Anyhow, only Archana and Kopri Devi is coming very often. Almost 100 plus students are there. What happened to the rest of the 90 plus students? Okay, let me ask questions in the coming slide. Let's move forward with the next title, next step, network. While networking is important in all the fields, my dear friends, it is very, very important for an entrepreneur. Remember, without a proper network, no entrepreneur will be successful. Network in the sense the connection that they have is related to their business. Networking is how you meet other people that might have skills you can use in your business. Remember, what do you mean by network here? Networking is how you meet other people that might have skills. Remember, that might have skills or association you can use in your business. The raw material supplier, the marketing producer, the advertisement designer, the financial supporter. There are so many people that will come one by one. You can also find potential investors through networking to help to get your business model off the ground. Remember, my dear friends, your network can also support your business once you open, helping send new customers into your way. Coming to the next step, selling your idea. As an entrepreneur, you should convince people, should say that our product is the best product for your need. Consumers want products, but they don't always know which product to pick. Your job as an entrepreneur is to convince people that whatever you are selling is the best option available for them. So in such a way, you should come and choose your product. You will have to find it out what makes your product unique, and then sell it based on the value of your product. So that is very, very important, my dear friends. Coming to the next step, my dear friend, market. You should be focused on the marketing before, during, and after you start your own business. You may have the best restaurant in the city, remember, my dear friends, but nobody will visit if they don't know where it exists. So you should promote your location, business location. Marketing is a very, very tricky, my dear friends. But if you should be able to focus your marketing efforts on your target audience, you will be able to successful in the business. For example, a visionary may be more likely to see an ad on social media than on a billboard downtown. So in these days, there is no advertisements in the open places. All the advertisements are very much available in the social media, internet, because we are always in the internet, right? So these are the 7 important steps for to become a successful entrepreneur. Now, there is a question. Being a women college, am I right? This college is only women's college. Organizer, am I right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very good. So the question goes to all the women participants. The most important thing a woman expects anywhere in the society or at home or even in the office or in the college or in the street or anywhere. ஒரு பெண் எதை எதிர்பார்க்கிறார்? The most important thing a woman expects anywhere in the society, home, office, college. இதற்கான சரியான பதிலை யோசிச்சுட்டே இருங்க. Just think about the right answer for this. I will ask in the middle. Then organizer, please unmute and let's see who will answer this question first. And please give them an appreciation certificate. We are continuing our presentation. The question is over now. Basics of becoming an entrepreneur, my dear friends. Every entrepreneur is unique. Remember, don't follow other entrepreneur. This gentleman is very much successful. Let us follow his path. Remember, he is successful because of his path. And remember, his path will be successful for him only, not to you. Not to you. So if you follow him, if you follow that entrepreneur, you will be entered in the failure. You should find out your own new way. There is no best way to become an entrepreneur. All the ways are best. Choose the best among yourself. Even the best business ideas have the possibility of falling. Even a best business ideas, there are so many best business ideas that leads to failure because of very poor administration. One can mitigate the chances of failure. You can reduce the chances of failure by learning the basics of entrepreneur. Better chance for succeeding, my dear friend. These are the 3 important ingredients are very much required to prepare a juice called entrepreneur. Basic knowledge of entrepreneurship, of course, knowledge or skill or business technical knowledge or experience, and of course, a very pakka planning. All these things, if you put in a jar, a mixie jar, you will get a juice. The name of the juice is called entrepreneur. Now I have a video of a case of failure. Previously, we have seen a case of success, a Kevin Care company, and the owner is C.K. Ranganathan. Other way we call it CKR. Now we are going to see a case of failure. The Reliance Communications, the Reliance Industries. The owner is Anil Ambani, the younger brother of Mukesh, and of course the second son of Dhirubhai Harichand Ambani. Right. I will just to show you the video. It is very interesting, my dear friends. 10 years back, no one can imagine Dhirubhai Harichand Ambani's second son, Anil Ambani, will be on the streets with thousands of crores as loan and sentenced to jail. Remember, and will be sentenced to jail. No one can believe 10 years back that is what happens just 1 year back, my dear friends. The case of Reliance Anil Ambani. Right. Because of his debt, company's debt, he becomes a failure man and he has gone to jail for unable to pay the loan. And of course, Mukesh has come for his support. Right. Anil Ambani is not that much intelligent like Mukesh, but what happened ultimately, all his decisions becomes failure because of his very, very poor lacking in the vision. You don't know how to take the business. Remember, he is not like a C.K. Ranganathan. He is born with silver spoon. He has taken food in the gold plate because his father is one of the biggest multimillionaire in the world in India, Dhirubhai Harichand Ambani. But in spite of all these things, he becomes a failure in the business because of his very poor, what is this, calculativeness and the wrong choice of the products that he has made. Right. And of course, we move on to next slide due to time. That video goes to more than 15 minutes. Psychological perspective of entrepreneurial motivation, my dear friends. The behaviors related to entrepreneurial motivation. If you want to become an entrepreneur, you should have your own motivation, my dear friends. You should need a change in your behavior. You should need to change in your attitude. You should need to change in your mindset to become a successful entrepreneur. Let's see the behavior related concepts related to entrepreneurial motivation, my dear friends. Nobody can insult you without your permission. Am I right? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Nobody can insult you. We are making mistake. We are inviting others to insult us because we are doing mistakes. That is what happening around the world. That is what happening everywhere. Of course, in the student life, you are getting a practice. You are getting learning. But at one stage, you should be very much careful enough in doing things. Remember, everything starts with you and ends with you only. Right. No, the business or the success or even the failure, it not starts from others. It's not starts from the. It's not starts. It ends with others. It starts with you only, and it ends with you only. And you have to be very much careful enough in molding, in deciding, in taking your own entrepreneurial skills effectively, my dear things. What you have to do as a student, you should be very much clever enough in carry out the responsibilities effectively. Remember, do things before they become important. Just a work, that's all. Now your college may be giving you a work and you have to do it at the stage of work itself. Otherwise, what will happen? At very quickly, that work will become very, very important. And remember, even at this stage, do important things before they become very urgent. Don't allow the important things to go to the urgent work. Right. If it becomes an urgent, do urgent things before they become emergencies. So this is what happening here in the COVID-19 cases, particularly in Coimbatore. I'm sorry to say this, my dear friends. What happened to Coimbatore? Last cycle one last year, Coimbatore were very much comfortable. Now what happens? Even the present chief minister visited Coimbatore twice to control the COVID cases. What happened? Right, we are not doing things, they become important. We are not doing important things when they become urgent. You are not doing urgent things, they become an emergency. Now, most of the people are in emergencies in Coimbatore. More emergencies will lead to more destructive behavior. I am just taking the example of COVID case right now. What is happening in Coimbatore? At the same case, even in your own life, if you wanted to be successful as an entrepreneur, my dear friends, don't prolong things to become emergencies. What I ultimately wanted to say is keep doing things regularly. Don't wait, don't allow the task to be wait. Otherwise, what will happen? That task will go and bring another 10 tasks. And if you open the door in the morning, instead of one task, there will be 10 tasks that will be standing, and you will be in a very confused mindset, which task to be carried out very first. Emergencies, emergencies, emergencies. More emergencies in your life will lead to self-destructive behavior, my dear friends. It will also lead to stress. Handling stress is key to a successful entrepreneurial behavior. If you wanted to become an entrepreneur, remember, you must be like MS Dhoni. He's a cool person. He's a cool captain. You might be knowing very well, my dear friends, there are several cricket matches where India is on the verge of the defeat because of Dhoni's decision in the last over, whether in the batting or in the fielding. India has gained success as India defeated the opponent country because of the coolness that the Dhoni is maintaining in the ground. So the handling stress, the high emotional intelligence, your emotional intelligence must be very high. Then only you can able to handle the stress effectively. Remember, my dear friends, stress will not kill you, but it will definitely kill your initiative and intuition. Then what is the meaning of working in for an entrepreneurship when there is no initiative at all? So don't allow the stress to rule you. Don't allow the stress to take the lead on you. Don't allow the stress to guide you. Then automatically your life will be in a dire straits. You can never be a zero stress individual. Me, you, your HOD, your faculty member, your principal, the society, nobody can be a zero stress individual because we are all ambitious, we are all very busy, we are all very responsible for our duties, whether it is home or at even office. So what happened? We have to give a time, we have to give priority to continue or to complete the work time by time. Don't be ideal. So when we completing the work in time, automatically the burden will come to an end. My dear friends, we are continuing the same topic, behaviors related entrepreneurial motivation. Learn to manage stress by learn to love whatever you do. That is the first one. There is a famous quote. If you can't accept other things, change it. If you can't change it, change yourself. That is a famous quote that we can come across. So that is what I would like to say here. Learn to manage stress by learn to love whatever you do. If you are doing a work, love it, or take a work that you are very much interested on. If anything to be compelled you, there is no other way. You have to love the work and do the work. When you cannot change people around you, remember, my dear friends, you better change yourself. What is the meaning of changing other people? When they are reluctant to change, it is better that you can change according to them, so things will move on effectively. Then coming to the next one, my dear friends, a behavior related entrepreneurial motivation. Don't fight for storing more and more in your life. Remember, that will become a burden. Enjoy what you have as on date. There is no doubt. Even this curfew period, you might be facing a lot of difficulty. And remember, there are so many people even below you. Unakkum kile ullavar kodi ninaitu parthu nimmadi naadu. Don't fight for storing more and more things in your life, my dear friends. Enjoy what you have. That is a very big entrepreneurial motivation to be successful in your life, my dear friends. Remember, my dear friends, simple mind is always a very, very powerful than more thinking and confused mindset. Coming to the next slide, my dear friends, behaviors related to entrepreneurial motivation that we are continuing. Our life is full of situations and situations. Yes, absolutely. Nothing will happen without situation. Every minute there is a situation. Situation plays an important role in deciding our work, in deciding our ability, in deciding our knowledge, in deciding our mindful, and in deciding our future. And of course, my dear ladies and gentlemen, this situation plays plays an important role in deciding our career path itself. Managing the situation is something very important, and that will help you. The situation itself is supporting you to carry out the work effectively. This is what I would like to say, my dear friends. Situations that you cannot manage become problems. Problems that creates negative feelings in your mind, leading to fear. Fear in subconscious mind becomes worry. Worry builds up pressure in your mind and body that leads to stress. Effective stress on body is called strain. And of course, more strain leads to tension, which directly relates to failure. I repeat again, my dear friends, situation that you cannot manage become problems. Problems creates negative feelings in your mind that leading to very fear, and fear in subconscious mind becomes a very worry, and of course worry builds up pressure in your mind and body that leads to stress, and effect of stress on body is called strain, and of course more strains leads to tension, which directs to failures. My dear friends, don't allow the situations become problems. In the first stage itself, you have to manage all the situations that you are facing in your life. Whether you are a teenage, whether you are a middle age, whether you are a women, family women, whether you are a old age, whatever may be the situation, you have to manage it effectively. My dear friends, there is a cartoon I have come across. The reason I am successful is because I am lucky. The reason I am successful is because I am lucky, but I did not get lucky until I started working 90 hours in a week, or almost 12 hours in a day. If you want to be a lucky in your life, my dear friends, the only way to get lucky is to work for at least 12 hours in a day. So thank you so much, my dear friends. Where you are see an obstacle I see an opportunity. Look at the bright side of the life. Let us have some of the small business ideas, particularly in the present situation. Self-employment opportunities, let me see one by one, my dear friends. Play school, fast food, pet hostel, HRD consulting, nursery gardens, pickles or catering, event manager, market researcher, advertisement designer, logo designer, travel organizer for women, so travel organizer for students or even for general public, travel agents, candle maker, this ready-made tube like computer samrani, etc. Mineral water, of course, and even ready-made foods in these days, travels and cabs. There are so many things that we can do it with very small investments. If you can approach some of the institutions which are very much supporting for the entrepreneurs, that we'll see in the next slide. And my dear friends, I have asked these questions 10 minutes back. Now it is time to get an answer for this. And I request the organizer to unmute the mic and to all the participants that whoever gives the first answer correct will be given some prizes or something, certificates or something like that. Right?
Sir, recognition and appreciation, sir.
What is your name and class?
Archana, sir. Archana, 3rd B Economics, sir.
Archana, 3rd B Economics has given regularization. What is that?
Recognition, sir.
Recognition, okay. Recognition and appreciation, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
That is one answer. Okay, congratulations to you. Let's see the other answer. Anybody else? Anybody else? What happened? Anybody? The most important thing a woman expects anywhere in the society, home, office. Anybody?
Equal opportunities.
Equal opportunities and respect.
Is it Kopra Devi? Is it Kopra Devi? I'm very much familiar with your voice. And what you said? What you said?
Equal opportunities, sir.
Equal.
They have to say equally.
Equal opportunity. Okay. I want the exact word for the answer. Anyhow, let us go to the next student.
Respect, sir.
Huh? What is this?
Respect, sir.
Respect, sir.
Respect. Who is this?
Shapnam from 1st B Economics.
Excellent. Congratulations to Sapnam.
Thank
First
you,
B
sir.
Economics, Nirmala College Research Department of Economics, Nirmala College Coimbatore, and I think organizer will note of you. You will get a certificate of appreciation once college started, or even otherwise they will send it to you through mail.
Sure, sir.
Right. Yeah, thank you. Yes, women want respect. That is what. Of course, if this word respect itself is included everything, recognition, appreciation, equal opportunity. This is the whole thing. This is the first thing that they expect anywhere. But unfortunately, in the society, which has not been given to them, right? So let us work hard for the women to get respect anywhere. These are the institutions supporting entrepreneurs. There are government institutions, my dear friends. You can take a screenshot if time permits. You can visit the website of all these institutions: District Industry Center, Small Industry Development Organization, National Small Industries Corporation, Small Industry Service Corporation, Small Industry Service Institute. Otherwise, we call it as a micro, small, medium enterprises. Small Industries Development Corporation, Small Industries Promotion Corporation of Tamil Nadu, SIPCOT, Tamil Nadu Industrial Investment Corporation, TIC, Entrepreneurial Guidance Bureau, EGB, National Agricultural Bank for Rural Development NABARD, National Rural Development Corporation of India NRDCI, Khadi and Village Industries Commission KBIC, Technical Consultancy Organization it's TCO, Industrial and Technical Consultancy Organization of Tamil Nadu ITCAT, and of course all the commercial banks that is available in the society, in the country, are very much giving business support for those who are looking for starting a business. Of course, you have to fulfill the guidelines to get a loan, or even some of the institutions are even preparing the business plan. Even TCO, ITCA, TIC, they're all preparing for what is that business plan, and you can pay for it and you can get it. It depends upon your interest and all. So, right, these are the institutions assisting entrepreneurs, my dear friends. We are in the last two or three slides. Some of the self-employment opportunities: a mineral water plant, bread and bakery items. It's very, very easy with very limited investment. Just below 1 lakh is very good enough. And ready-made dupe, which has been seen. Of course, fitness gym point. Everybody will become like Arnold, and you can fight with others. And of course, this is some of the post-pandemic small business ideas. I have included this slides today morning because in this current scenario, this COVID scenario, what are some of the best post-pandemic business plans that you can do it? Mask. Everywhere is wearing mask. Masks are in huge demand. You can prepare mask based on your salwar kameez or based on your sari color. And in future, it becomes based on your car color or based on your bike color. And based on whether it is in the evening or in the middle or in the morning. So there are different colors, different styles that are very much available in the mask. Innovative ideas. You can also draw your wonderful face on the mask. If you have a sewing machines at home, you can immediately begin your business even in the lockdown, my dear friends. You should know the sewing. You should know the sewing work. Then only you can do it. Even though if you have a sewing machine, you should know the work, basic work. Small quantity of masks, you can sell it in your street, in your area, and you can make a money out of it. Right? Don't waste your time. Quick, fast. Even today evening, you can start preparing the mask. Medical supplies, including gloves and surgical gowns like this. And of course, PPE kits. Setting up a small surgical gown production line. And of course, the glove manufacturing facility. Just 1 lakh rupees is very good enough. And even bank is providing a very big support for this kind of medical supplies, a small business loan and all. Coming to the next one, of course, soaps, sanitizers, and hygiene products. Hand wash, liquid, sanitizers. These products have perhaps been used more this year than any other year in the 21st century. Out of 100 years in this century, this year, everybody is doing, keep on using the soap, sanitizer, hygiene. We Tamilians are very famous of not even washing our hands before taking food, because we are such a way very active. Because we are, we call it as what is that Tamilanda and all. We are very powerful and all. But what happens? All these things. So every 1 hour we are cleaning our hands, using sanitizer and all. Of course, my dear friends, this is something very interesting I come across. To produce these kind of products, as little as 30,000 rupees investment is very good enough. You just you can visit a nearby bank and you can get an idea, and you get at least 50,000 rupees and start getting the raw materials. You start manufacturing this sanitizer, soaps and all. You can sell it in your nearby places at cheap rate. It's a very good business. And of course, this one. Now it is time for what is time now? 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 15 minutes. 12 past 15.
12:15.
Yes, 12 past 15. Sir is very hungry now. You are showing a wonderful murukku. Yes, absolutely correct. If you want to do, you can prepare this kind of murukku and other snacks items. The investment is just below 50,000. Lunchbox services, pickles, snacks, packet sales, dessert shops, cake shops, or even Ayurvedic. That is everywhere it comes. Anything, everybody talks about Ayurvedic. Daily we are coming out of seeing the neem tree in our streets, but we never imagine that neem tree become so popular nowadays. If you put the neem tree leaves in the water, boiled water, and get it steamed, all your coronavirus that is storing in the nose or in the throat is gone away. So this is what everybody is talking about. Of course, we are doing it. We, you, everybody. Bouquet, and of course, homemade food brands, healthy eating, high demand rather than the branded one. Small snacks is very good idea with very minimum investment, my dear friends. Of course, finally, somebody may losing a job because of this pandemic. Somebody may lose part of their salary because of this pandemic. Whatever may be the situation, right? It must be just be start a better day and more prosperous life. And for freshers like the students of Nirmala College, Coimbatore, simply use your free time. You are all very much free now. Simply use your free time now you have at home and make some extra money for your future. With this, I take this opportunity to congratulate all of you and I wish you a very happy, prosperous life. Remember, my dear friends, the secret getting ahead is getting started. You can be your own boss if you start your work as a business entrepreneur at the earliest. I take this opportunity to thank and each and every one of you. Whatever you are thinking, whatever you are thinking, remember, think bigger. Wanted to become an entrepreneur is not a simple one. Congratulations to all of you. I am Dr. Balamurugan from Trichy. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Yes, Archana.
Before what of that, can I get some feedback from participants, even from the faculty members?
Yes, dear students, can you please give your feedback regarding the session?
And if you have any queries, more doubts, we can.
Except Archana and Koparan Devi. That is.
I'm Rihanna from second B Economics, sir.
You are?
Rihanna from second B Economics, sir.
What's your
Rihanna.
name?
Rihanna, Rihanna.
Rihanna. In my I heard Haryana. Oh, why? Oh, Haryana comes to Coimbatore. I thought of it. Anyhow, please carry on.
Sir, thank you, sir, for the most valuable session. Actually, we understand a lot how to start a business, how to run. Never it becomes loss. We can make profit in that. Everything we learn from your session, sir. So thank you so much, sir. It's very useful and easy to understand. So the way you explain to us is easy to intake for us. So thank you so much, sir.
Who is this? The second voice? The same voice? Same person or a different one?
Sir, it's me, sir, Rihanna.
Ah, Rihanna. Oh, for me it's Haryana. Okay. Who is the other one? Anybody? Other than Archana and Koparan Devi? Anybody? I think it's time for lunch for them, right? There is one more. Yes, Anbu Chelvi.
Sir,
Yeah.
Sir, I am attending your program continuously.
Oh my goodness.
Yesterday,
Oh, I'm sorry.
yesterday also.
Which college you belongs to?
Sir, I am a faculty of Nirmala College. I
Oh,
only contacting you.
I'm sorry. I'm
Then
sorry.
and there I am contacting you.
Oh, wow, wow, yes, yes, yes. Oh, thank you, madam. Thank
It's
you.
a very nice, wonderful session, sir.
Oh, thank you so much. Something I have to do for the society.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
returning back. That's all. I'm doing it free. In fact, I must be thankful to Nirmala College, particularly the economics department, for having organized all these things. Right. No, don't take it granted. A n number of programs you can organize. I'm here to support you
Sure,
for
sir. Sure.
different topics, for different topics, whatever may be the need.
Definitely, sir.
Anybody?
Anybody else?
Otherwise, we can go forward to vote of thanks.
Dear students, do you have any queries or any feedbacks?
கேர்ள்ஸ் இங்கிலீஷ்லயே பேசணும்னு இல்லம்மா, தமிழ்லையும் கூட நீங்க சொல்லலாம்.
அருமையா தமிழ்லயும் பேசலாமே, அட்டகாசமா தமிழ்ல பேசலாம். எனக்கு ஒரு சான்ஸ் இருக்குமே. ஐ எம் சாரி, நான் கேட்க மறந்துட்டேன். இல்லைன்னா we can go with bilingual. ஐம் சாரி, நீங்களும் யாரும் சொல்லல, எனக்கு அது தோணல, கிளிக் ஆகல. இப்ப வந்து கோபுரம் தேவி பேசுங்க.
மோஸ்ட் நம்பர் ஆஃப் நேஷனல் வெபினார் சார்.
வேர் இஸ் கோபுரம் தேவி அண்ட் அர்ச்சனா? இங்கதான் இருக்கியா? வெரி குட், வெரி குட். அங்கே இருங்க, வெரி குட். இப்ப நீங்க தமிழ்ல பேசலாம்.
ரொம்ப நல்லா இருந்துச்சு சார், உங்க செக்ஷன் யூஸ்ஃபுல்லா இருந்துச்சு.
ஓகே,
எல்லாருக்கும் யூஸ்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கும் சார், ஃபியூச்சருக்கும்.
ஓகே. வெரி இஸ் அர்ச்சனா?
சார்
சொல்லுங்க
சார். இன்னர் கிளாஸ் யார் நிறைய வந்து என்டர்பிரினர்ஸ் ஆகணும்னு ஐடியா இருக்கவங்களுக்கெல்லாம் இந்த செஷன் ரொம்ப யூஸ்ஃபுல்லா இருந்துச்சு சார்.
ரைட், ஓகே. உங்களோட ஐடியா என்ன?
சார் நான் பிஹெச்டி பண்ணணும் சார் எக்கனாமிக்ஸ்ல.
வெரி குட், வெரி குட். தட் இஸ் ரியலி குட் ஒன். நிறைய ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ் வந்துட்டு இருக்கு. 3000 plus vacancies are there in government colleges. அதனால ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை இல்லை. That is good one. And I think organizer, we can, if there is no further discussion, we can move on to next one.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir, for your excellent presentation, and it was useful and informative session. You have shared more valuable guidance for us, and thank you for inviting such an engaging and talented speaker. Last but not least, may I now call upon Dr. R. Anbuselvi, Assistant Professor, to convey our gratitude through vote of thanks.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
No. Honorable Secretary, respected Principal, distinguished Speaker of the day, Dr. B. Balamurugan, my dear colleagues and beloved students. Good afternoon to everyone. It's an honor for me to express my gratitude to everyone present here on this day. I, Dr. Anbuselvi, on behalf of Department of Economics, Nirmala College for Women, and entire organizing team, I extend my hearty vote of thanks to the speaker for enlightening us with his views and opinions. First and foremost, I thank the Almighty for making today's webinar a successful event. I would like to mention the quotes of John F. Kennedy. As we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. I thank our resource person, Dr. B. Balamurugan, Assistant Professor, Research Department of Economics, Periyar EVR Government College, Trichy, for accepting our invitation and sparing his valuable time despite his busy schedule amidst the challenging time of pandemic. No doubt, definitely this session would be a trigger for the young minds to transform themselves as budding entrepreneurs. You covered the topics like who is an entrepreneur and how The timeline passes from 3Ks to 3Ps, and at last to nowadays it is a 3/4. I am pretty sure that the precious knowledge you shared would definitely help our students to explore their talents and interests that would shape their future as successful entrepreneurs. On behalf of the management, faculty, students, and on my own behalf, once again, I thank you. Thank you, sir. I
Thank
am
you. Thank you.
grateful to I am grateful to thank our Secretary, Reverend Sister Dr. Rupi Alangar Mary, for her continuous encouragement. I thank our well-wisher Principal, Reverend Sister Dr. Helen, for her support and appreciation. I would like to express my thanks to our Vice Principal, Reverend Sister Dr. Fabiola, and respected Controller of Examination, Reverend Sister Dr. Emelda Mary, for their uninterrupted support. I also like to acknowledge my gratitude to Dr. Folancia Kamal, Dean of Academics, and Dr. U. Mary, Dean of Student Affairs, for their unsolicited support and encouragement in all our efforts. I extend my sense of gratitude to our IQAC coordinator, Dr. Pauline Vasanti Joseph, for her ordinal guidance in all our endeavors. In addition, I am grateful to our institution's Innovation Cell Coordinator, Dr. Sahaya Mary, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, for her able guidance. I owe a great heartfelt thanks, special thanks to our beloved head of the department, Dr. K. Jayanti, for her valuable contribution, energetic support, and encouragement in organizing and conducting this webinar. Thank you, ma'am. I place the words of gratitude to the heads of various departments and faculty members for their support and participation, as no program can become successful with a single person. So, I extend my heartfelt thanks to my faculty friends of our department who worked behind the scene to execute this event and technical support. I must mention our deep sense of appreciation for our students for active participation and taking this session as a fruitful one. Finally, I leave you with this inspiring quotes by Martin Luther King. An individual has not started living until he rises above the confines of his individualistic concern to the broader concerns of all humanity. Once again, I thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Dear participants, feedback form will be.
Can I leave?
Sir?
Can I leave the meeting?
Thank you very much, sir, for accepting at a single, at the time itself, you accepted. உங்ககிட்ட கூப்பிட்டு ஒண்ணுமே கேட்கல ப்ரோக்ராம் கண்டக்ட் பண்ணலாமா அப்படிங்கிறதா உங்களோட ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வாய்ஸே ரியலி வெரி தேங்க்ஃபுல் டு யூ சார் and this session is also very very much useful for our students and it is very nice, very informative, and you have given a valuable good wonderful informations to our students. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Dear students, please fill the feedback, ma.